Iran News Now. The Iranian election circus has begun. With 6 candidates certified by the Supreme Leader-controlled Guardian Council, Iran's election circus is in full swing. 6 have backstabbed each other, and knives will be out in the following weeks. The regime implicitly encourages this spectacle to create the illusion of political competition in their totalitarian system. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has set his expectations behind the scenes. Only Saeed Jalali and Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf fit Khamenei's criterion out of 6 contenders. Jalali and Ghalibaf are regime hardliners. Jalali, a former hardline nuclear negotiator, represents the supreme leader in the Supreme National Security Council, the top diplomatic and security decision body. Jalali was known for his tough and ideological attitude to the regime's nuclear program. After leading the Islamic Republic's police force, Ghalibaf became a top IRGC commander. He has played a crucial role in Iran's domestic suppression of anti-regime protests. The former Tehran mayor and his family are most known for their corruption scandals. The Iranian parliament speaker, Ghalibaf, relies on the office of Supreme Leader, which has always saved him from corruption problems. Khamenei sees Jalali and Ghalibaf as one. We can trust and control both to implement the Supreme Leader's long-term strategy, which is the incoming president's goal, the second stage. Khamenei launched the second phase of the Islamic Revolution 5 years ago in the 45-year-old Islamic Republic. In a manifesto of the same name, Khamenei seeks to personalize power in every department of the Islamic Republic, from politics to the military and bureaucracy. He expects this to unite the Ayatollah's elites and ensure a peaceful succession, guaranteeing Khamenei's worldview survives. Over the past 5 years, Khamenei has installed a new generation of Javan va Hezbollahi, young and ideologically hardline, absolutists to purify the regime. This idea included Ebrahim Raisi's June 2021 de facto presidency. This purging also expelled regime allies like former parliamentary speaker Ali Larijani and President Hassan Rouhani from the ruling elite. This manifesto, which has garnered little notice in the West, has been on Khamenei's mind for 5 years despite other internal and external pressures on his government. He spent a lot of time, money, and political capital on it. Khamenei has consistently stated that the Islamic Republic has a fixed railway track, Rail Gozari. Predestined Voyage is the second phase of the Islamic Revolution Manifesto. Senior Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps commanders, including security and intelligence operatives who neutralize elite disobedience, fully support this plan. According to Khamenei, Raisi's death means the train conductor is dead. Railway track remains unaffected. The president's death was noteworthy because Khamenei had spent decades developing his devoted protégé as a successor. Ayatollah, 85, urgently needs another safe pair of hands to continue the voyage. On June 28, the Supreme Leader will directly select presidential candidates to advance his second phase manifesto. Thus, Khamenei's young and hardline cult will likely produce the next president. The Khamenei headache. This precludes a political opening, as some have theorized. The following weeks will be difficult for Khamenei. Even after developing his cult of personality, the aging Ayatollah worked hard to solidify his elites and avoid power struggles. Without a new president, this is inevitable. Khamenei-controlled oligarchic clans are ripping one another apart like sharks that smell blood. The Ayatollah wants someone like the late puppet President Raisi, ideologically dedicated enough to follow his ideology, but weak enough to be entirely controlled by him and his administration. Candidates must check certain boxes to get Khamenei's approval. Those close to the Supreme Leader and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps have revealed details in recent days. Hardline cleric Abdallah Hajisadeghi, the Supreme Leader's envoy to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, says that person, like Raisi, must show blind obedience, tabid dar vilayat, to Khamenei without questioning him or his policies. This seems to rule out Masoud Pezeshkian, a parliamentarian who has received support from reformist elites like former Foreign Minister Javad Zarif. The sole reason the Khamenei-controlled Guardian Council, which assesses all candidates, approved Pezeshkian is to enhance political involvement without questioning the Supreme Leader's strategy. Khamenei's circle presumably determined that Pezeshkian has no constituency and does not threaten the supreme leader's hand-picked candidates. A huge turnout could disrupt this designed plan and benefit Pezeshkian, but it is doubtful. The 2009 vote manipulation showed that Khamenei can always erase such an outcome. Khamenei's office has stated that the future president must be a rubber stamp. Alireza Panahian, a senior Supreme Leader official, said last week that the president must sacrifice themselves for Khamenei and realize they are the head of 300,000 bureaucrats. Thus, the next president must be modest and aware of his powers. Competing candidates. 4 candidates meet this criteria: Jalali, Galibaf, Alireza Zaghani, the Guard-affiliated Tehran mayor, and Amir Hossein Ghazizadeh Hashemi. This 4-candidate race will mobilize the Islamic Republic's modest social base and give the regime a propaganda opportunity to legitimize itself in the international community. Each applicant meets the supreme leader's requirements. Their connections with the supreme leader, notably Khamenei's power-hungry son and future successor Mojtaba, and the powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps will determine their fate. Out of the 4 names listed, Galibaf and Jalali are close to the supreme leader and guard. These 2 Khorasan-born individuals will be the key contenders. Galibaf is closer to the older guard, whereas Jalali is more popular with the younger generation and Islamists. Galibaf's corruption past, which the regime's younger Islamist base strongly condemns, is his biggest obstacle to becoming president. Galibaf is better known to the public than Jalali due to his 3 decades in politics. This could benefit him, especially among ignorant rural Iranians who only get their information from state-controlled TV and radio. Jalali is Khamenei's closest Raisi 2.0, at least on paper. He is deeply ideological and lacks personality. Jalali has quietly accepted defeat and never questioned Khamenei's policies when he has lost elections or been dismissed. He has bureaucratic experience and close contacts to the Imam Sadeghis, Khamenei's new brainwashed technocrats who have purged the bureaucracy. The former nuclear negotiator is Khamenei's envoy to the Supreme National Security Council, the Islamic Republic's top diplomatic and security policy-making body. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and Jalali are also tight. He was a Basij member and Iran-Iraq War veteran. Ironically, the only thing that works against the hardcore zealot is that some regime elites consider him too Islamist radical for the Islamic Republic. This may benefit Jalali for Khamenei. Jalali or Galibaf, the old Ayatollah de facto's successor to Raisi, will not change Khamenei's railway track as president. The election result may show how the supreme leader views the young, hardline managerial class. Electing Jalali would show Khamenei's contentment with Raisi's bureaucratic administration, which fostered a new generation of brainwashed technocrats. If Galibaf wins, the key message will be that the supreme leader is questioning the bureaucratic ability of his younger cult of personality and is instead moving toward the older and more experienced guard cohort and traditional hardliners. Whatever happens, Khamenei will be the actual winner of the vote.